Hi guys, so from time to time a member of the Conservative Party says something and you think to yourself, wow, sanity has been restored. They aren't all raving lunatics and Boris Johnson sycophants. There are actual adults in the room. What I'm referring to is Tory MP Tobias Ellwood some weeks ago saying that Britain should rejoin the European single market in order to help businesses. However, whatever little esteem you may have for that individual, it can be taken away in the blink of an eye. Here Tobias Ellwood asks unions not to be Putin's friend and end the strike. What the hell?
I do hope, we're talking about the cost of living crisis here. We face huge economic headwinds, yet here we are causing such huge self-harm as the country is brought to a halt. I think Russia must be enjoying this self-inflicted distraction, pleased to see that the one government in Europe that is actually standing up to Putin is completely distracted in this way. I do hope the unions now call off future planned strikes. There's a new deal on the table. This isn't just disrupting commuters, including key workers, but also students as well, and indeed the hospitality sector, such as in Bournemouth. That's nationally, I think, will lose around £1 billion this weekend. It's also, can I say, Armed Forces weekend this Saturday. And that's where we say thank you to those who served and have served. I say to the unions, please don't be Putin's friend. Return to the talks today so we can get the country moving again.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Why, Tobias, why do you think these workers are on strike? Because of the cost of living crisis. They can't afford to pay their bills. They can't afford to feed their families. That's why they're going on strike. It's not just pay, it's also conditions. The companies are asking them to work more hours for less pay. And it's not just less pay as in less pay because of inflation. It's actually reduced wages. And also safety checks are being removed, things like this. So the unions are saying, look, you're asking us to work more for less money in a more dangerous environment. And that's unacceptable. And when Tobias talks about, well, there's a cost of living and it's affecting everyone and these train strikes are causing extra problems. But the problem also with that is it's not just the trains that are train operators that are striking, the train staff that are striking. It's also barristers that are striking. There's talk about teachers striking, medical staff striking, police officers striking, prison staff striking because they have seen their wages frozen for the last 2 or 3 years, and any increase that they are being offered comes along with many strings attached, and it doesn't really deal with the cost of living crisis. As I said at the beginning of this, I thought Tobias Ellwood was the adult in the room here, but invoking Putin is just absurd and insane. People are struggling at the moment. They've asked their bosses to help them out. The boss's response is, we'll give you a few crumbs and we'll give the bread to our shareholders. How is that acceptable? And how does it pull people out of this crisis? Telling people you just need to ignore the cost of living crisis and get back to work is not cutting it. I can't believe what was happening yesterday, and I was mentioning it in the live stream, how even barristers are going on strike because the junior barristers are expected to live on £12,000 a year. They're loaded with debt because of 6 years of study, and they're expected to live, pay bills, and do a massive amount of work because there are massive backlogs as well. Many people are deciding, I can't take this anymore, and getting out of the industry. And this creates massive problems for society. This cost of living crisis is affecting almost everyone, apart from MPs, it seems. So it needs to be dealt with, or you're going to have more and more strikes and more disruption. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.